Hello YouTubers and all those who happen to watch. Again, I do apologize for the grainy quality of this camera. It's not really that great, but I thought it would fit the mood because I still have this camera from when I first started YouTube, when I first started doing vlogs. And it's been a long time, I used to treat this like a hobby, and to me it kind of is, sharing my hobby with other people here on YouTube. Even though you get negative criticism from people, you get treated bad from other people who don't understand or just trying to take the piss out of you, you always stick by those people who actually are irrelevant to your subject matter anyway. But, alright, we got someone like Transparency Pro, for example. This is the first person I'm naming, by the way, for my Siilent Miikes little top 10 channels I watch, which is just mostly what this video is going to be about. And Transparency Pro, Adam, he always puts 100% effort behind always watching my videos as well as other people he watches. When he has the time, he puts together reviews on his channel. And while it's almost like a plea bargain to ask you to watch his channel, at the same time, I implore you to please watch his channel. And this is the thing that always chokes me up a little bit. Some people put so much effort behind their channels, barely get noticed. But those people who sort of fall in a trend for sorts, they just get these over-exaggerated collections sometimes just to follow people who are just genuinely collecting games and just to collect them. And it just chokes me up that people who actually do good content just get overwashed. I mean, yeah, it's saturated. There's a lot of people who have like humongous high production quality. They just do fantastic videos. They deserve the recognition they deserve. However, there's still people out there that deserve recognition too. And it's just kind of a screwed up thing that a lot of people don't get the recognition they deserve. A lot of people who really work hard, put a lot of effort behind the website, and barely get anything from it. They do get a smile from a few friends here and there, and that's what I think keeps them going. Myself, for example, I don't get many views. I don't. It's the thing you have to understand. You're going against so many other people here on YouTube. You just got to learn to deal with it. And if you get that big break, you get that big break. If you don't, you don't. I don't treat this channel like it's some sort of cash-in market ploy. It's just something that I generally click on when I'm, want to share a thought, or I want to share something I picked up, or what have you. I mean, everybody on here on YouTube, pretty much I'm in the line with everybody else doing the same thing generally. We're talking about stuff that we collect / hoard, depending on what people define it as. But, again, I think Transparency Pro deserves recognition for, trying as hard as he can. He does the best effort he can to do his videos. He writes down the scripts for his videos. He makes sure he plays the games fully, understands the games, and he does a review. So, again, I'd like to shout out Adam. The next person I'd like to mention is Star Soldier 1. Kind of went on a little rant there, didn't I? Anyway, Star Soldier 1, he's a very energetic person. Like, he's just very, not necessarily hyperactive, he just has a lot of energy when he does his videos. And you could see it when he talks, when people on here on YouTube as well. Like when he shares his hobby with other people, he just shows you he cares about that game he collects. Oh yeah, baby! Oh man! Which, by the way, if anyone missed exactly where Oh man came from, it's actually, I was on a live blog TV, and I was sort of, tickling a fun at Star Soldier 1's Oh Yeah, but I'm not making fun of him per se. I just got a kick out of him going, Oh Yeah! So I said, Oh Man! And it just blew off from there. Sort of like the Austin 316 thing, but I'm not quite as that popular as Steve Austin would ever be. I wouldn't be able to tie the guy's shoelace, let alone. But, a lot of references could come from the guy. He's very energetic. He just loves satire. You could tell when he does his videos. He kind of pokes fun at something, but he really isn't being serious about it. Like, he's just having fun. And I think that's a great trait for the guy to be able to, just have fun doing what he's doing. But definitely check out Star Soldier 1. The next person is Absolute Sublime 1. Now, this gentleman had a couple of channels here on YouTube. He does mostly, if not all, DVD reviews. And you know how I am. I am very, multitaskable, if that's even a word, on when it comes to watching videos here on YouTube. I watch roughly quite a bit of video content. I sit down, I leave a feedback, support the person by giving them the view, giving them the feedback. If it's just random eccentric, if I have nothing else really good to say about the video, I just leave feedback nonetheless. It helps boost them up in the searches, and people can be able to notice them more. That some people think I just put a careless comment on there like testicle tits or something like that, or dick tits or something of that nature, but I'm really doing it so that way it helps boost them up on the rankings of the channels out there. Give them a little bit of help. The next person here is Jason Relaxation. He is a friend, a local friend, that of Star Soldier 1. Jason Relaxation, and to find him in quite a few words, he's a very nice guy. He's very humble, and he's very honest. A lot of people would probably misinterpret him for, for just being him. I mean, he's just generally him. He puts effort behind his videos as well. He loves to help promote people out. And, I don't really think he just considers getting anything in return. So it's a very selfless act he does here on YouTube. He points people out, says, check this guy out, check that guy out. Which is always nice seeing people do that for other people here on YouTube. So, Jason's generally a very sweet, nice guy. He's a ladies' man, by the way. He is a big ladies' man. He has many photos of many attractive wrestling divas. You go, boy, you go. Next person is West Gross Customs. Now, this guy also has a love for psychopathic records, which he does psychopathic reviews as well for another channel. And this is ICP stuff. I'm not necessarily into ICP myself. I respect the fact that he's devoted to that brand, and I think that's props. He collects video games when he can, and he's very honest, very blunt kind of guy. Again, he's a nice guy too behind the scenes. I mean, he's a very, very, very sweet person. I think that's why the girls like him so much. He kind of acts like but he's kind of like a teddy bear kind of person. So the next person is Crow 111. Now this guy, again, he has a massive, impressive collection. You thought I was gonna say penis, weren't you, perverts? Anyway, Crow, he settled down like a little while ago, and now he's just settling with the missus, and he's collecting badass stuff. Like, he has a nice, hefty collection of great games, and he's just one of those type of general collectors that is just fantastic to watch. Next person is Cyanide Breath Mitts. This guy's from New Zealand, and gosh, he has a fetish for shmups. He does. I saw the ball gag and everything, man. He let me borrow it too, but I can't show it on camera because I'll get in trouble. But again, he's a fantastic. Couldn't keep a straight face. But he's great. Definitely check him out. Awesome content. See, I totally lost my train of thought as soon as I brought out the ball gag. Bad, dirty joke stuff. The next two guys, which I had to put them side by side because, they're kind of like an entity. They're like, Unity! But anyway, Happy Console Gamer and Games31. Now, these guys showed me love in the past. They helped try to promote me for my channel, gave me honorable mentions. And, again, these guys, I think if you would put an example of the YouTube community as these guys. They're a little bit hardcore when it comes to collecting versus most people on here, but a lot of people recognize them, know who they are, and have an opinion about them at least. And again, I do watch these guys when I see something interests me in their collection. I go, ooh, click it and watch it and learn if I haven't learned anything from this subject that I've probably already know about. But Gamester is very informative. He's like an encyclopedia when it comes to video games in general. So again, two great big channels to check out. The next one is X-Files 2708, a gentleman from the UK, as well as Steve Benway, might I add. These two guys I'm putting side by side because both from the UK and would make logical sense. I both watch these guys thoroughly. These guys just have X-Files 2708 Strangle for a complete Mega Drive collection with a wee little winky on top. And Steve Benway just play stuff to show you what it looks like. I mean, again, he has a great sense of humor. And on top of that, he has a fantastic moose. But again, both fantastic channels. 2708 here. So I love his subtle voice. That's the thing about X-Files 2708. Both are just subtle guys, fantastic and amazing. Speaking of amazing, the last person on this list, which I'll never forget about Holly, she's a fantastic girl, is A Dog in My Lens. Now, Holly is a vivid, if not a very fantastic Nintendo fanatic. She loves Nintendo. You can tell by her channel. You look in her background, you see like Nintendo just there, and you're like, oh, she likes Nintendo. And she has a very strong encyclopedia for knowledge as well when it comes to Nintendo as well as video gaming in general. Well, I would say she would be the counterpart to being Games31 in a sense. She just knows stuff. She's very intelligent, she's very self-mannered, she's very formal, very polite person. She's a fantastic girl. She's a good friend of 28St Ryan as well. Those guys, I swear, if she wasn't engaged, those two would be married by now. They're both great guys. Great guy. I'm tired. Great, because I'm looking at the names. I saw two guys on the list there. Whee! Two great folks. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm tired. But again, I'd like to thank everybody for watching this channel. Nonetheless, I know quality kind of dropped a little bit over the years. Kind of that tired fatigue kind of thing, kind of lazy. But again, I'd like to thank everybody for watching my channel. I'd like to implore you guys to check out all those channels I mentioned here on my channel here. I added a couple extra to the list because I couldn't compare, or I couldn't swap out both. I think, those two I added to the brackets would be suffice. I mean, there'd be 22 total that I mentioned here, but I think that's fair because I watch a lot of stuff. But again, that's pretty much it for my videos. That is it for all right now, and see you later. Remember now, guys, pop that in and fuck some of that. Chugga chugga! No, anyway. Take it easy, folks. I'm gonna go rub my nipples now. Ooh. God, that's gonna turn into a GIF one of these days.